1 sec. 2. All right. What? That's really echoey, isn't it? Let me just change that. Really glad you like the thumbnail. Don't sweat about it, it's just AI. Well, so good afternoon. Welcome to Jump On Music UK. Doing a little bit of practice, so I thought I'd go live stream because I haven't live streamed for a while. And just going to be playing some covers just for tomorrow's gig. If you are in the northwest of the UK, then head over to Hoylake. There's a bar called 21st Amendment, and it's for a great charity, which basically for men's support charity. And there's loads of artists playing all the way through, from 2 o'clock all the way through to late. I'm playing at 2:45, so I'm just going to do some practice and just see if it's going to go well. Yeah, so let's bring in our little friend who keeps deciding to turn around. Oh, what are you doing? Right, let's just change that. So we're going to do that. And for some reason, even though I have not touched it, decides to move sideways. That was not how I wanted it to go. Oh well. Yeah, so now what you're going to do is you're going to listen to that background music again whilst I just fix that camera. If you've played with me before, then give me a chance. We're also live on Twitch. Right, okay, cool. So I'm just going to say I'm going to do a little bit of a practice. And in the meantime, if you are interested in looping, I always showcase this anyway. This is my looping course. This is the beginner's looping course, which is called How to Loop Like a Pro. If you're interested in looping, then of course, pun intended, this one is going to $48, and you can learn for a couple of hours. And we're going to probably have to change the camera because it's just decided on its own. Haven't even touched it. I'm still standing here to go the other way around. Why is this happening today? Anyway, that's my course, How to Loop Like a Pro. Go and have a look. Why are you doing this? Let's see if we can. Spinny roundy. You gonna spinny roundy? No. Customize this. I'm sure I had a spinny roundy thing. No, that's making it like that. Free move. No, I don't want to free move it. That's just crazy. All right, well, do you know what? I'll fix that in a bit. Let's play a song, and then we'll fix that later. Let's do it like that then, instead. And then you can just look at it that way. Right, okay. Oh, whoever scanned the QR code, thank you very much. Go and have a look. There's a little video there about looping like a pro. But obviously, it's been a beginner's course. And we use a tabletop looper. We use a looper, a pedal looper. We use all different kinds of loopers in that course. And it's about the technique of looping. This is a song by George Ezra. Unfamiliar, get used to this. Time flies by in yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. Mountain top, I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like someone. Oh, I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like someone. Oh, hot sun, someone. Oh, shotgun, hot sun, someone. Oh, the south of the unacquainted navigator, gonna hit the road, gonna hit the road. Deep sea diving round the clock, bikini bottoms, lager tops. Get used to this. Time flies by in yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. Whoa, I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like someone. Whoa, shotgun, hot sun, someone. Whoa, shotgun, hot sun, someone. Whoa, got two in the front, two in the back, sailing alone, and we don't look back, 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 back. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like someone. Oh, I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like someone, 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 someone. Hot sun, someone. Oh, shotgun, hot sun, feeling like a someone, 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 someone. I'm going to give this camera one more try, so give me one sec. I've done it. Hang on. Also, I tuned that guitar like 5 minutes before we went on, and then now it's like, boo. That one. Then that one. Okay, just need to straighten it up. Cool. That'll do, right? That'll do. There we go. Right. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching, listening, hearing, smelling from. This is JP. Welcome to Jump On Music UK. Having fun with cameras today and trying to set them up. You watch it go 90 degrees now. I won't be happy. Oh my God, it literally is. Right, that's it. We're leaving it like that for the rest of the duration. And what's this? Cheap viewers on what? Oh, God. That's block list. Go away. Right. Let's do... I don't want it like that. Don't like that either. How are we going to have this? It was all right the way before, wasn't it? Right, well, what we're going to do... It's only meant to be a practice. We're going to take a couple minutes. For those who are watching, you can listen to some background music, and I'm going to change the camera. Literally change it, because that's just not, I'm not happy with that. So give me 2 minutes, let me change that camera, and I'll be back. Hi, right, we're going to start this pretty much again. Hi, welcome to Jump On Music UK. This is JP. Hi, and what I'm going to do is I've just had a bit of fun with the camera. So I've just had to swap it out. So now we've got the camera where we can actually see the board. Yeah, that's what we wanted. And today's all about just doing a bit of practice. I've got I've got a gig tomorrow, which is a charity gig down in Hoylake in the Wirral, which if you're at the 21st Amendment Bar, go down. It's meant to support a men's group, which is really, really good. And then I've got a private gig on Sunday as well, which is going to be fun because it's in a garden, which is cool. That's a very good question. Paul's asked a good question. Are you going to run through your setup? Of course I can. I can run through the setup if you want to ask me that. That's no problem at all. So we'll do that. And then, shock horror, no Looper X. I know, I've got the Looper X here still. It's the thing with the Looper X, I'm still like, do I switch? Okay, so I'm still a little bit like, do I switch over? And don't hate me for saying that, but what I'm going to do is I need to find two things. I need to find one, a case for it, and are you moving? There we go. We'll put you there. That's fine. So I need to find a case for it. But what I also want to do as well is I still want to incorporate the TC Helicon. So I'm going to then have to go flight case style, which I really love the Bumblebee. So I'm just thinking, well, do I keep the Bumblebee in and put all the pedals on and then have the Sheeran Looper X on top? Like, as in not on top, but like, as in additionally. And then I've got to carry my more stuff. This is a really compact setup with the 600. And I'm just being really funny with cameras now because I'm really aware of it. So I'm just going to do a little bit of micro adjusting. If you're wondering, by the way, these are the OBSBot cameras that I'm using, and they are excellent for live streaming. They're excellent for. I tried to use something else, and it didn't work. These are excellent. You just throw them up, you put them in the position you want, and that's it. And I can get them to track me. I can put my hand up and track, but I'm not going to do that anyway. And is the mic? Why is the mic so low? Do you mean physically, or do you mean like audio is low? Let me know what you mean, Mr. Sausage. Volume up, max here, and can't hear you. Okay, that's fine. 1 second. So I'm using a different microphone because I'm also using the mute switch. The other microphone I have has a mute switch on it itself, and this is the automatic one. So as I step back, it cuts out, which is cool. So I'm going to test that at this gig tomorrow. I've used it already, but I'm going to test it again with the other gig because it's going to be quite noisy in that room, so it'll be quite interesting. Hopefully you can hear me now. And give me 1 sec. Has it gone out? Let me know. Has it gone lower? Because it should have gone louder, a lot louder. Let's go to settings and see what it says. Audio volume, 22222. How's that? 222. Yes, yes, yes. Still way low, still the same. Rude. Okay, well, let me see what I can do about that. Give me 1 sec. We're having lots of fun today with technology. All right, let's see what that's like. Hello, 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 hello. That should be a little bit better now. Right, okay, cool. So, yeah, this is only meant to be a practice and everything's playing up. So, better. Hope that's a bit better now. And Live Loopers is in the house. Live Loopers. Go and subscribe to the Live Loopers YouTube channel. And yeah, basically just go back to Paul. Are you going to go through your setup? Yes, I will go through my setup. But to answer the question of why the Sheeran Looper X, which is right down here, is not being used right now, is because I've got a gig. I've got 2 gigs, one tomorrow and one Sunday. I may very well use it on the Sunday, but the gig at the pub, it's about connections and it's about plugging everything in. And it's just about, I've got this one rig that I can carry, literally one-handed in its bag with the new X Bumblebee Large pedal board. So that's what this is. It's a Bumblebee Large pedal board. We've got the RC600 at the bottom. My microphone and my guitar are going into the TC Helicon Voice Live Play Acoustic. Just at the top here, you can see the cables going in. And then we are XLR out, both XLRs. You can see the blue and the red one. They are little flat XLRs that were really cool. Made by a company called Russell, R-U-S-T-L-E. Russell XLRs, flat XLRs, and they're going into mic 1 and mic 2 of the RC600. The RC600, I'm not using any jacks, I'm using XLR for both. So the XLR for the mic and XLR for the guitar, because it's XLR out of the TC Helicon. Then I'm using jack out, so jack left and right out to my little speaker, which is a Sonnet 60 Blackstar acoustic speaker, and then you're getting the USB of that out. That's how you're hearing it. So I can hear it, it's pointing at me. And then, in fact, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Oh my God, I can. So, ignoring all the cables, blah, 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 blah. There's the Sonnet 60 right there. It's plugged in there. And then the USB of that is going out to the computer. So it's going out to the computer, and we are on Restream, using Restream. So, I've got a video planned for this. Nice carpet. Here we go. Thanks, man. I don't know. It just came to the house. So, right. Let's get this sorted. There we go. So yeah. So that's the setup for this. That's where that's on right now, and I've just made that a little bit lower, haven't I? So let me put it back the way it was. Boop. And let's see. That better? Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, a little bit better. Let's make it a little bit better than that. There we go. All right, so now we're all set up, and it's like 40 minutes in. We'll do a bit of practice now, shall I? This is a rug, yes. And it's very hot in this room, because the guitar went out of tune. No, it's never optimal. Now my iPad stand is messing up. What is going on today? Right. Hang on. So if you're just joining us, we are trying to practice. Probably the best way to say it right now. Meanwhile, I was just talking amongst yourselves. Right, we're there. Yay. Last bit, of course, is just making sure this guitar is tuned. While we're doing that, yeah, better now than during the gig. Yeah, of course. All right, after all that, should we play a song? Mrs. Robinson, Jesus loves you more than you will know. Oh, 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 God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, 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 hey. We'd like to know a little bit about you for our files. We'd like to help you learn to help yourself. Look around you, all you see is sympathetic eyes. Will you leave home and to you, Mrs. Robinson? Jesus loves you more than you will know. Oh, 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 God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Eh, 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 eh. Where no one ever goes. And in the pantry with your cupcakes. The little secret, just the Robinson's affair. Most of all, you've got to hide it from the kids. Gook at you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Oh, 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 God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sitting on a sofa on a Friday afternoon on a live stream with JP. Going to the candidates debate. It's a little secret, just the Robinson's affair. Most of all, you've got to hide it from the kids. Gook at you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Oh, 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 God place you please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven hold a place for those who pray. Hey, 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 hey. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 222, ha ha ha, hee hee hee, ha ha ha. 222, 111, can you hear me? We're not muted. Oh, he's back. That was very delayed. Okay. Stopped in, but the audio isn't happening. Way off in the background. What's going on with the audio? Settings, audio, amplifier. Yes, 2, ha. Says it's working. You guys can tell me in the chat, is it working? Can you hear me? Can you hear the looper? Can you hear me clearly? Please tell me, because old stank note says it's not working. I rarely go out to the pub to watch I rarely go out to pubs to watch a pedal. Fair enough. Some people do. Why is his image the smaller one? Because people look at the pedal sometimes. Right, okay, well, we'll change the image then, shall we? That one. Let's go to, should we do that? No. Let's do that. There we go. Is that all right? That's 50-50, giving it a 50-50 split. Let's go back to the CHAT and see what's going on. Audio is working. You must be hitting a compressor somewhere. It's the overall level going out to YouTube. Okay, well, let me just hear this for myself, because that's not good. One thing I've noticed about, I did the video about, I don't know if you can see it, let me just go full screen on this. I did the video about this mic adapter, and it is good, because of course it's working, and if I then step away, it kind of doesn't work. That's the whole point. But the one thing that I've found with it is, of course, it's got to send 48 volts through to it, and that's fine. Oh, see what you mean. Yeah, it is a little bit quiet. I've just watched myself. That's weird. Right. Where were we there? Crank up the RC600. How about now? 22222. We'll see how that goes. It could be very well compressing it if I'm hitting a limit or something. There's no limiter here. And I've turned my speaker down because otherwise it's too loud for me. It doesn't sound like this. It doesn't sound like this. Why doesn't it sound like this, man? The only other thing it could potentially be is the USB is coming out of the Blackstar Sonnet 60. Now the alternative is, obviously, I plug the output from directly from the RC600, which I can do, and then you can tell me if it's working. But this is just a practice. This is just, and I'm not going to be using the USB for the weekend, unless I was filming myself. Had to turn way up when I got here. It was way lower than when it first arrived. Okay, so it is lower. I take it it's got better. Also, is the whole thing lower, as in the guitar and me, or is it just my vocal? Everything is lower. Everything. Okay. That's interesting, isn't it? Hang on a sec. Why is that? And these are the problems we need to discuss and figure out, because if we're doing live streams, we need to figure it out. I now need to go closer to my computer because I can't actually see the screen. Two. Yes, yes, yes. Ha, ha, ha. Two. Was that clipping then? That was weird. Two. Here, chicky. Audio. Two. Ha. Hello. I know what you mean. Maybe it's the sonnet. I think it's the sonnet. So let's solve that now, because that is important. It is important to do. So we're going to solve that now by switching the audio from the sonnet directly out from the RC600. What it means is, for you, the audience, the watcher, the viewer, is you're going to see me shuffle forward because I haven't got a cable long enough. So I'm going to shuffle that forward, and then we'll find out if that makes a difference. Will we? Shall we? I'm going to have to mute things, obviously, so let's play a little bit of and then we'll reconvene, shall we? And you can tell me. I'll then have things far too loud and have to turn it all down because I'll blow your ears off. So let's put this back on. I'll mute this completely. And then let's find out. You'll just see me moving things around. Yeah? Good. Right then. Now, this is where you're going to go, oh my God, it's so loud. Turn it down, man. Let's turn that off. Right. Tell me, has that fixed the problem? And it's good. I know this is maybe boring to some people, but actually, it's good for me to figure this out. Dee. And these dedicated people who are figuring out sound while I'm messing around with where the camera goes. I love this camera. I think it's great. Right, there we go. Okay, so welcome to Cable Porn. I didn't see that. That was funny. My little table of tricks. There's a pen on here. There's a USB A to USB B cable. There's a capo. There's a shaker. There's all kinds. Is that better? Glad she was wrong, so therefore it does sound better. Well, there you go. So the Sonic gives a smaller output. And without having to go through a whole audio system that I do have, but I haven't set up today, it would mean that I would have to adjust it. The alternative, of course, is you don't go out through USB and you go out through cabling. But the problem is I've got the cabling going into a speaker. Sounds good here. Good. Shall we carry on? Fun. Everything's slightly moved now. My drink's over there. Anyway, before we carry on, thank you very much to those who are, hanging around and watching me faff around with the stuff. If you are obviously looking at looping and loop pedals and you're looking at obviously doing looping, I have a course, which is a beginner's course, which is called How to Loop Like a Pro. It takes you from the very beginning to some cool setups. And this is the idea of looping with a tabletop looper, with a pedal, and also an app like Loopy Pro or Quantaloop. And we go through lots of different kinds of loopers. And the point is, it's about the technique of looping. So this is now just $48. So if you want to grab, obviously, How to Loop Like a Pro, and that helps me out directly. But of course, you get to learn from me the technique of looping and apply to any looper for the price of less than the cheapest 2-pedal looper. There you go. So that's $48. Link is in the description box. Go and grab it. Thank you very much. Just worried I was going to knock that mic. Anyway. Now there's a top tip for you. Don't put the bass on when you've still got the harmony on.
nights after 70 years. But what he comes out for is to unlock that door. Those around him criticize and sneer. Through a fracture on a breaking wall, I see you, my friend, touch your face and care. Miracles happen as we stare. But we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. Crazy. Yellow people running through my head. One of them's got a gun to shoot the other one. Yet together, they were friends at school. If I were there when you first took that pill, then maybe miracles happen as we speak, yeah. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. No, we'll never survive unless we get a little. Sky full of people, only some wanna fly. Do you think it's crazy? Yeah. In a world full of people, only some wanna fly. Do you think it's crazy? Yeah. In a sky full of people, some wanna fly. Do you think it's crazy? Yeah. In a world full of people, only some wanna fly. Do you think it's crazy? We're never gonna survive unless we are a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we all go to Disney. No, we're never gonna survive. No, unless we're a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless you're a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless you're a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we are a little.
Whoa. The chat just went straight to the front. What's going on? Welcome to JP practicing and every piece of technology deciding to work against him today. But we have succeeded. That's the main thing. We've succeeded and it's fine. It's all good. Right, so looking at... yes, it is. It's pretty cool. There's so much you can do with Loopy now. And the one thing Loopy's missing is a way to cohesively have a iPad or phone or something with an audio interface without a load of cables. And I keep thinking about someone somewhere needs to 3D print basically a Focusrite iDock, but for USB-C. So someone needs to do like Focusrite need to do a new iDock, because it's more important than ever. I'd love like a casing for it, so you could put any audio interface in. But someone somewhere needs to do a casing for an iPad. I think the basic one now is like 11-inch or 10.9 inch. So 11-inch and 13-inch, they're the two sizes. Unless, of course, next year Apple change everything. And then a slot underneath where you can plug in and have an audio interface. And you just go, haha, it's there. So you could have it on the floor with pedals, or you could have it up here with a thing, or on a table. Now, that's just obviously that. And I just think it'd be really cool. So someone who does 3D printing, who's into music, stadium music, someone like that, you need to make something like that. If I had a 3D printer, I'd make something like that. I think it'd be really cool. Any cheap looper is a unicorn. That depends, because I'm now in the camp with the Guitar Geek that single pedal loopers are harder than two pedal loopers. So if you haven't got a dedicated stop or dedicated undo redo, that's harder because you've got to double tap, like your RC5 or like a single looper, like a Ditto. I think that's harder to loop, technically, than having a start and a stop. Let me know what you think. Haha, is that in the course? What, Loopy? I use Loopy in the course, in the How to Loop Like a Pro course, to show you how to loop. If you want to learn Loopy Pro, then I've got a series, a playlist on YouTube, which is free. So you can go and watch that, no problem at all. So go to my channel, go to playlists, and you'll find the Loopy Pro on there. I think there's about 17 or 18 videos there. Now, some of those videos in the playlist have been taken off because now version 2's out, they've changed things, or Michael's changed things. So just be aware of that. But yeah, so Loopy is not, well, Loopy is used in the course of How to Loop Like a Pro to show you how to loop with a looper, which is an amp. But if you want to learn Loopy Pro, go and watch the playlist. And make sure you watch all the ads. Seal! Where? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was Seal crazy. Get it, GP. Good. Hi, Ruth. How are we? You okay? Hope so. Hey, Live Loops. Hey, Dilly. Silly. This is what I'm used to the channel sound like. Okay, so this is interesting, and do you know what? This might be a bit nerdy for some people, but this is genuinely interesting to me because when you plug when you have a USB output from a speaker or from a device, you would expect that to be at a 0 dB level or close to it. So then you can adjust the volume yourself without adjusting the output for you guys. And that's very interesting that the Black Star there is basically quieter. It's almost like got a pad on it. It's very interesting, and we need to figure things out like that. So just to go through this, because someone was asking about this setup. This is my RC600 setup, and I'm saying that because I am on the verge of, where is it? Let me move out of the way. Let's see it. Oh, hang on. I'm on the verge of swapping over to this. I'm not lifting it up because it's really heavy. Also, kind of the problem. I don't want that UDG bag to go in it. I want it to go on some form of pedal board so I can put my... The idea is to move over to the Sheeran Looper X. I am loving the Sheeran Looper X right now and the way you use it. I've got 2 gigs, one tomorrow, one Sunday, so I'm using this setup, and I still love the 600 for this. And I like them in very different ways because the 600 is incredibly customizable. But the TC Helicon will always be with me because the harmonies are ace and the de-essing People forget about things like that. There's a de-essing going on. There's a compression for the vocal going on in a good way. And it does so much. And then you've got the harmonies and the bass sound and everything else. So the TC Helicon has died and then came back to life. And I'm going to carry on using it until it fully dies. And it did fully die. It just came back to life again. So yeah, the TC Helicon's staying. So therefore, if the TC Helicon is staying, therefore I need that to fit into the world of the Sheeran Looper X. So the Sheeran Looper X is like bigger than all of this. I also need an expression pedal, so that expression pedal needs to come with me because I need to use an expression pedal with it. So I need to like basically move things around, but the Sheeran Looper X will not fit on this pedal board. So I need a pedal board that... What's going on here? Why does this keep appearing and disappearing? What's going on? Yeah, that's true. But everything comes from China. It's all cool. It's all fine. So yeah, so basically it's all different. So it depends on what you're doing. There's a very good question. I've not had that question for a long time. That's interesting. What model and brand of your guitar? This guitar is Lucky Lime. It's Lucky Lime. That's the name. That's what I've named it. It's not the name of the guitar. It is the Yamaha APX 600 version 1. So it's a thin body guitar to make me look thinner. So it's not out here. No, it's not that. I just don't like really massive, chunky, like acoustics. But the sound on this is it's a bit thin when you play it just acoustically, but when you plug it in, the pickup's great on it. It's cool, and it's also great for a good old thud. So when I'm doing looping, nice, woohoo, woohoo. There we go. In an inexpensive hardware looper, I've only found expensive ones. Did you type inexpensive correctly? I'm joking, don't hate me. I know what you mean though. An inexpensive hardware looper, this is the holy grail, right? This is the holy grail thing with loopers. You go inexpensive, you then miss features. You then go expensive, it's expensive, right? And I'm very, very lucky. I'm incredibly lucky. I know how lucky I am to work with things like Boss and Sheeran loopers and for them to send me the 600, and for all that I got the Headrush looper board, and I've now got the Sheeran Looper X here. I know I'm incredibly lucky for that because I didn't spend a penny and because I've done videos for them. So if you want free stuff, make videos. Ah, Brian, I didn't realize that was you. Old skank note. Love that. It's funny. Cool. Love the icon too. Nice and sunny. Yeah, so if I may, I would like to take you through what I just did with that track because it was kind of like a verse and a chorus, but I didn't actually use the RC600 in a verse and a chorus way. So let me share that. The thing. Where's the thing? There's the thing. Let's move it around. Right, let's do that. That's quite nice. So I've got this set up as if you would get it out of the box in the sense of like the loops. So all of these 3 loops, I know it does 6, but I'm on page 1. All of these play together. For this song though, I'm not playing them together. I'm being very careful of how I play this. So you start off with the beat. Okay, and then this is going back to Seal Crazy, and this next one is the verse. A little bit of compression going on there with the bass, it's a bit too loud, but there we go. Okay, so those 2 play well together, but then I also did the chorus. No one ever gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. All right, but if I play all that together, it's going to sound awful. So I'm very careful with this song because we start off with obviously track 1 or loop 1 and loop 2. See, I'm saying track now because of the TC Helicon. Loop 1 and loop 2. There we go.
70 years that when he got so far. Okay, so we're doing all that. When we get over to the first chorus, I haven't recorded it yet. So I actually hit stop on loop 2 and record on track 3. So if I use color coding for this, if you look at the green pedal and the blue pedal, so the green pedal here is stop on track 2, and the blue pedal is record on track 3, because of course these are all in 2s, okay? So if I actually stop that and record in time at the same time, that one will stop, that one will record, and then I can just jolt between the two. Jolting between the two, of course, is difficult when it's not in a single mode. So if I go for this now, I'm going to erase loop 3. So we're at the point of verse 1 before the chorus, okay? So we'll hit again, and you'll see me basically press the green one and the blue one at the same time because I've got big old wide feet, and you could do it sideways slightly if you wanted to as well. And then we're stopping track 2 or loop 2, and we're recording loop 3, okay? Hope that makes sense. Here we go. But we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. The question then is, how the hell do you get back to the other one? Because you didn't hit start and stop all. Because if it did, then all 3 will kick off. So we've got track 1 and track 3 playing, loop 1, loop 3 playing. Loop 2 coming now. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. Press start and stop all. Crazy. And then you're just back to pressing loop 1. So we're building it back up again. So in my head, one's got a gun to shoot the other one. Together, they were friends at school. Ready? We've already got it played, so we just need to stop one and start the other. No, we're never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy. So that's it. So that's how you do it. So you are switching between one and the other, but you're not doing it in single mode because I don't need to. I can actually do it very carefully because I'm switching between one and the other, just going there and there. If I need to, ironically, if I need to switch from this one to this one, that's more difficult because it's going to stop that and start that. So stop the white one and start the yellow one. No. What you can do is you can actually, if you've stopped all, if you do a quick stop all start, then you can actually hit that one and hit that one. So that will start for a split second. Doesn't sound super great, but technically you could do that. Instead of having a separate patch of like a single mode, I could have a separate patch of a single mode if I wanted to, but just wanted to show you that you can do it all in multi-mode. And I hope that gives a little bit of value to you that makes you want to go and do it. Anyway, and then I've got these set up. So this is like an up and down. I've only got this one set up right now. I haven't plugged this one back in. So if I go down and go up, it's memory down, memory up, and that's the fastest way to erase without hearing the noise. That makes sense? Okay, team? Right. Let's play something else. All right, man. See you soon. Oh, sweet love of mine. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh. Child of mine. Bye.
It's all about the kazoo. You need to get one of those chains, though, that Carl Walkner has, so he has it there, because when I had to let go of it, I just drop it out my mouth. Anyway, very similar thing, using the different chords and stuff. So we start off with, obviously, a beat again. And I've erased it. I forgot I erased it. That was funny. So we'll build it up. I'll show you how I build it up. I've always noticed as well that I go at the end, but it doesn't catch it catches the another. So you end up listen to the very last part of that loop. Listen to it. So then obviously I'm just making sure I'm in tune. La 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 la. Very short loop on loop 3. And then the other one is literally the chords. Whoa. And then the other one is literally the chords. And that's not the camera this time. This is capo 5, this is D, C, G, D, okay? But then when you're going through the chorus, oh, sweet child of mine, it's just those chords in different order. So of course I just turn off loop number 2. That makes sense, and you just have a little bit of fun with the harmonies and things like that, and do things like that. So yeah. This one's a little bit of fun because I keep mixing in a very well-known 90s TV show into this next song. It's playing hell with the tuning today. For people over in the US who've got obviously hotter climates, I don't know how you cope with your guitars. Maybe just like obviously acclimatize as it is that temperature. I think I've just answered my own question. I'm going to play the song. Sing songs about the Southland. Miss Alabama once again, yeah, I think it's a sin. Heard Missy Young sing about her. Well, hold Neil, put it down. Hope Neil Young will remember. Southern man don't need him around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, I'm coming home to you. Now this is the story all about how my life got flipped turn upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, the sound called Bel Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside of school. Well, a couple of guys up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in 1 million fight and my mom got scared. She said, "Give me the engine, Uncle and Bella." Birmingham, then got the governor. In and out, no we could do. What I get, it does not bother me. Does your conscience bother you? Now tell the truth. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, I'm coming home for you. Rushing for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate was fresh and the dice in the mirror. If anything, I said that this cab was driving. I thought, now forget it. You're home to Bel Air. Monster skulls have got the swampers. They've been known to pick a song or two. Yes, they do. Like to get me off so much. They pick me up when I'm feeling blue. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and they yelled to the cabbie, "You're home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there. Sitting on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. Sweet home Alabama, light of stars are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Sing it one more time. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Yeah. So that was Sweet Home Alabama. I'll start that again. That was Sweet Home Alabama with the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Didn't expect that one, did you? Now, loop-wise, normally track 1, loop 1 is always my beat. Dig the channel, keep looping, thanks. Love the Fresh Prince. Ruth says it sounds great, cool. Back in the day, Will Smith was so cool. I guess everything changes. Everything's changing. Yeah. Grow up with it, man. It's like what we watched, you know? So loop 1 is the beat, okay? So literally a 1-bar loop, as you can see it going around. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. Jade Star is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Jade Star. How are we? Hope you're well. Doing lots of good work for the iOS community and for the app community out there, Jade. If you don't know who Jade Star is, who are you and where have you been? Go and follow Jade Star Music right now. And yeah, so we start with loop 1. The oldie beatboxy stuff. And then making it quiet, okay? So literally like muting. Dun, 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 dun. So it's just D, C, G. Keep thinking of mixing this actually with Sweet Child of Mine, but that's going to hijack. Bit of bass. I use this setting on TC Helicon, and it's like that. So that's called Barry White. I know it's spelt wrong. It's because there's not enough characters. So there we go. Frederick, how we doing? Hope you're well. So we've got that going in. And then when we get to the first chorus, it's just about recording the whole chorus. Sweet home Alabama. And I've got the harmony on there as well. Okay, so then I can just turn that on and off, and that's the only one really that gets turned on and off. And then when we do, again, if I do a start-stop, so if we've got these two going, and we get to the end of a chorus, end of a verse, sorry. Off, on. So that start-stop there just gives it an extra thing because you've already recorded your chorus. You just hit record when you do the first chorus, and then when you've finished recording, don't hit the record play button, hit the stop button, because then it just instantly turns off. Now you can do that, and if you've got it set for end loop, which is a technical thing on the R600, it'll end. You can do that anyway. So those two are a bit of fun to play around with. Well. Okay, fine. So I just wanted to show you that. Just basically, I like messing with those two together because it's just a case of where you fit in the verses of French Prince of Bel-Air, because all you're doing is sort of singing it, rapping it, whatever you want to do. Over the top. This is a good little interlude while I sort something out. Whilst you are watching, if you are interested in looping and loop pedals, or you want to get into looping to elevate your sound, I have a beginner's course. The beginner course is called How to Loop Like a Pro, and we start from the very, very beginning. We even discuss what kind of looper you want first, because you may have bought a looper already, you may not have bought a looper and you're thinking about it. So this is $48 for my UK friends. It's about £40. Just about-ish, something like that, conversion-wise. This basically will give you a couple of hours with me. Thank you for scanning the QR code. That's very kind of you. Yeah, that'll give you a couple of hours with me learning how to loop. And then the whole point is I use multiple loopers. We use a tabletop looper. We use multiple pedals, in fact. And we use Loopy Pro as well. And just to show you the techniques of looping. And then you can apply that to any looper. So once you know the techniques, it's like riding a bike. I can now ride any bike. It's a kind of very similar thing. So there we go. The above link didn't work. All you need to do is then, if the above link didn't work, then all you need to do, where are you? If the above link didn't work, all you need to do is go here, which is John Paul Music. That's my email. Not there. There it is. If you want to email me, you can email me. If you want to book me for a gig, johnpaulmusic.co.uk, and all the courses are there. You'll see How to Loop Like a Pro right there. I need to check the QR code, see if that works. The link should work, though. So johnpaulmusic.co.uk, links should have gone in the chat. Hope that works. Page doesn't exist. Oh, no. My QR code subscription has ended. Well, johnpaulmusic.co.uk definitely works, because I've just seen it on here. So johnpaulmusic.co.uk. Go now. Dot. To keep the energy up in the room, if you're doing a gig, if you're doing covers gigs, this one's a good one. It's a good one in the UK at the moment because it's absolutely blistering for us. Well, it's not at the moment. It's about 20 degrees, but it's been about 27, maybe 30 degrees in some places, if not more.
dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling everything. Blue jeans sitting on the beach. Her dog is talking to me, but she's out of reach. Got a body under that shirt, and all she wants to do is rub her face in the dirt. I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can dance, I can sing. Just standing here selling. In place, you never know who's looking on. Punks spilling beer on my shoes. Fat guys talking to me, trying to steal my blues. Young punks spilling beer on my shoes. Fat guys talking to me, trying to steal my blues. Think smoke, see her smiling through. I never thought so much could happen. Shooting pool. I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling, checking everything is in place. Never know who's looking on. The perfect body and the perfect face. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling. I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling everything that I do. If I don't move the Stein out of the way, I know I'm going to knock it. I want to check something first of all, and then we'll go through the loops in a second. Get down, get down, get down, down. That should work. What's going wrong today? Well, I've just scanned that, and that works. So someone says it's not working. I don't know why it's not working, but I can scan that and get onto the website. So that was working for me. You had me panic there. If it doesn't work, don't worry. As I say, go to johnpaulmuse.co.uk and love that song. Yeah, it's a good song, the Genesis song. Capo number 3, E, D, and A, all the way through. Nice and easy, nice loopable song. So on that basis, a little bit of beatboxy drums with my turkey sound. If you listen to the original, there is a weird noise that they do, so I incorporate that in. And then it's just a case of a bass line and the chords. For those who are familiar with the channel, I don't play the bass, I sing my bass lines. E, where are we? Yeah, E, D, and then A.
So there we go. It's the link in the chat that isn't working. Oh, well, that's rude. Scan the QR code then. Link in the chat. Funnily enough, I can't see because it's not on my thing. I can see it now. Link in the chat. Click link in chat. I know what that's doing, and I'll get that fixed for the next one. That's fine. Yes, the link in the chat doesn't work, but the QR code does, or just go to johnpaulmusic.co.uk. johnpaulmusic.co.uk. I've been told I talk too fast. I've been told that many times. I've been told that on live streams. I've been told of that on my tutorials. And even someone said I had to put it at half speed so they could understand what I was saying. I think it's the north of the UK. We do talk fast. So, sorry, not sorry. Just the way it is, really. Right. I'm just going to switch guitars. For those who are interested, this is the APX 600. Which is in normal tuning. And we're now going to switch over to Red. Which is an APX 500. And is old. And those silly northerners, eh? Because I am one. Because we could talk really fast if you really wanted to. He is just completely, whoa. It's made it sharp. So, Red has been with me for, I think we're edging for 20 years now. Whenever the APX 500 first came out, I got this within the first year of it coming out. And Red's got dents. Has been with me on all gigs. Has been international as well. You may notice this is tuned differently. So tuned to Dadgad, that's D-A-D-G-A-D. You get this sort of Celtic sound. It's lovely. And a lot of my songs are written in that now because I just like that. That's one finger. Sounds great. Again, like the pickup on this, because the APX range, I like the thin body guitar. Red does need a clean though. And you can see the scuff marks like just there. Just, that's not dirt, that's literally scuffed. Poor lad. Anyway. No matter where you are, no matter whether you're northern or not, or whether you're in the UK, the US, Germany, Japan, whatever, everyone loves this song. A bass player was playing it yesterday where I was, and everyone was like, yeah. And I like playing this song live because it just gets everyone tapping their feet, if not more.
the wall. Very superstitious. Ladders about to fall. 13-month-old baby. Broke that looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past. Even things that you don't understand. And you suffer, yeah. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of the problem. Do all that you can. Get me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't want to save me. Sad is my song. You believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer, yeah. Superstition ain't the way. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Nothing more to say. Very superstitious. Devil's on his way. 15-month-old baby. Broke that lucky glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past. Even things that you don't understand, then you suffer, yeah. Superstition ain't the way. Superstition ain't the way. Superstition ain't the way now. Superstition ain't the way. Good old fun, eh? The fun thing with that is I get excited about that song and I start speeding up, so I have to be really careful. So I need to make sure I can hear myself. But yeah, Superstition, obviously Stevie Wonder, good fun. Played in Dadgad, but you can obviously play it in normal tune, of course. The fun thing is, there's a bit missing in my version of it, because that bum 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 bum, it's actually the bass. It's the bass. And I've done it the other way around, and it actually sounds a bit weird. Another bit where the extra bit, which I bring in, which is actually the bass line, there's a bam 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 bam, right? The horns. The first bit is the drums, of course. Again, really short loop, 1 bar. And then we've got. Oh, thank you, Jade. Lovely. If you're liking the music, then give it a thumbs up on the old live stream. If you really like the music, then of course there is a heart with a $sign. That's like tipping me for busking. So you could do that. Thanks, Ruth. Thought you'd like it. Yeah, APX. Check them out. I don't know. Do they still make the APX? I think there's 700 and 900, and there's 1,000 now, and all that kind of jazz. But these are the 500 and 600. These are the lower ones, but they are absolute workhorses. Not stupidly expensive either. When I bought them, it was about £250. And they have absolutely stole the show with lots of thousands of gigs. Like, honestly. So I take two guitars to a gig. If I do a 2-hour show, I don't do 2 45 minutes. I do 2 hours straight, because then the punter gets more music and I get more money. Anyway, so I literally go did it, do that, but put the octave on that. See Helicon. And you just get that sort of nice thing. When they're together as well, there's a bit more spacing. And the third one is actually another effect that I use, which is a radio effect. So that's on number 3. It says Feel Good Gorillas because it is the Feel Good Gorillas radio effect. And we turn this on. And it sounds like this. So. Right? So, yeah. And do you know what? I'm just going to bring that up on screen. You're absolutely right there. That part is a combo of bass, horns, and synth. And they change. If you listen to the production, they all change. You'll go dun dun diddle dun 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 dun. Right, so they all do it. So the bass changes. So how do you keep that going in a loop? You could change the loop, but you've got to re-record it all over again. So yeah, it's difficult for a single person to do live. I get that. We simplify it. Here to be the CD or the vinyl or the stream, whatever you want it to be. Have you seen how vinyl is coming back, by the way? Sorry, ADHD brain. So when you've got all 3 of them together, it sounds obviously like this. And using the radio thing is just a simple thing of just getting a different frequency in people's ears. If I had it normally going ba 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 while I'm singing over the top, then it kind of conflicts a little bit, but it makes it kind of go back in the mix a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the original bits down, okay, just to show you the difference between that and what I do. And I'm happy to not put these bits in, if that makes sense. I could use a 4th track, but it's just about everyone else fills it in with their own brain, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise tracks 2 and 3, loops 2 and 3. Just want to show you what I mean, okay? Oh, thank you very much. That's nice, very nice. So, Melissa Edrith live loops on stage. Really? Oh, cool. I'll check it out. Here we go. Superstitions, writings on the wall. There are superstitions, ladders about to fall. In my little baby, with that looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past. Believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer, yeah. Superstition ain't the way. So what do you think? Version A? Or version B? Version A was what we played first. Version B is what you just heard with the extended bass. I think I got a note wrong there somewhere. But it's weird, right? Because both work.
But I get more energy out of the first one because I'm not going din 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 to get it doom 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 to get it. Yeah, I've got a note wrong there. I need to practice that, but I don't do it, so that's why I've not got that down. But that's more accurate to the song. But energy-wise, just going down, down. Literally, people feel that because I'm doing that because I'm doing that higher. You're missing the bum bum ba ba ba. Now the alternative is, let me just erase these. Ruth says version A. Anyone else? I'll give you a version C, which is version A, but with the extra bit added on, okay? So let's go back to our beat. See, to me, I left the harmony on that. In fact, hang on. Let's take the harmony off, okay? But I feel like it needs a different frequency, right? So. It just seems like a lot. Seems like when you perform the one that feels best to you, it translates to the listeners in the same way. They can feel it even though they probably can't tell you why. Oh, like that. But yeah, the alternative is to add that in and then it's another loop on top. But it just feels like there's not enough. I've got to sing on top of that as well and play the guitar. So I don't feel there's enough space there. And if you've listened to the recording, of course, the original recording is fantastic and produced fantastico, then it's well produced, and of course, also at the same time, it's really tight, and there's also different instruments playing it, so it's not interrupting the vocal range. Okay, so yeah, I get that, and I like what we've said there. I like that, but I could add that other one in. Maybe on the second verse or something. Maybe the kazoo. We'll see. We'll see what happens. See what we can do. Anyway, that is my version of the old Stevie Wonder Superstition. Someone asked this the other day. Yes, this is a Stein, and no, it doesn't have anything else. It's water with cucumber and mint for the old vocal cords, and to stay hydrated with electrolytes. Rock and roll. For the RC600 users, you'll notice I actually don't use a lot of the effects on the RC600, maybe the bass, and the bass is super deep, and I've replaced this button. And that's the RC600 bass, which is, if I go, do, as opposed to Barry White. So sometimes you need that little bit of more oomph sub bass. That's why that's there. Mash two songs together. These boys are back from the 90s, touring, making millions of pounds, and we're going to mash one of their songs up with T-Rex.
Says it just like Robin Hood. Move like a cat, charge like a rat, sing like a bee, babe, I wanna be your man. It's plain to see you were meant for me, yeah. From your tongue, you're 20th century born. It's good. Everybody says it's just like Robin Hood. Fly like a plane, drive like a car, run like a hen, babe, I wanna be your man. Plain to see you were meant for me, yeah. You're telling you 20th century. Wait for a lifetime, 40 days in the sunshine, might as well do the white line. You might make it happen, make it happen. Friends say it's fine, friends say it's good. Everybody says it's just like Robin Hood. You're 20th century. 20th century toy. Wanna be a boy. 20th century toy. Wanna be a boy. Century toy. Wanna be a boy.
Just a beat for the loop on that one, nice and simple. Right, it has come to that time, the last song. Now I play this song, if you've gone through the live streams, you know I play this song quite a bit. And it's because I love playing it, it's good fun. It's also one of the songs that we had for our wedding. So this is dedicated to my wife. And this is an elbow song, which is called One Day Like This. Now, we use the looper for this for a couple of things, and you'll see all the different parts as well. So.
one. Yeah, but like a loaded gun. What made me behave that way? Using words I'd never say. Don't I think it must be love? Well, anyway, it's looking like a beautiful day. Don't tell me how I feel. They're wrong but vivid, right? It's like a final meal. Kiss me like we died tonight. Holy cow, I love your eyes. Only now do I see the light. Lying when you halfway. Well, anyway, looking like a beautiful day. My face is chamois creased. If you think I winked, I did. APX 500. Laugh politely at repeat. Yeah, kiss me while my lips are thin. Holy cow, I love your eyes. Only now do I see the light. Lying with you half awake, stumbling over what to say. Well, anyway, looking like a beautiful day. All those curtains wide. A day like this, you will see me right. All those curtains wide. Like to see you will see me right. All those curtains wide. One day like to see you will see me right. All those curtains wide. One day like to see you will see me right. All those curtains wide. One day like to see you will see me right. All those curtains wide. One day like to see you will see me right. Holy cow, I love your eyes. Only now do I see the light. All those curtains wide. One day like to see you will see me right. All those curtains wide. One day like to see you will see me right. All those curtains wide. One day like to see you will see me right. All those curtains wide. One day like this a year will see me right. That's always a fun one to do, certainly in the UK. Lots of people love that song. Just to go over the loops before we finish up on this one. So this one's a little bit different because we don't loop everything at the same time. Obviously with the beat. Again, a quick one-bar loop just to get everything going. Rhythmic strumming, a little bit of beatboxing, and a little bit of over the top.
Then we have something that just carries on pretty much throughout the whole of the song, which is a D. So that is pinnacle to the song. And I do that with the guitar, and then I use the Barry White to do it an octave lower. If you listen to the track, it's got that in it. Once you've got that down, the third loop is D, G, A, G. Now this takes a bit of time. It's 8 bars long. Wonderful and dadgad. Then we need to do the violin bits. So we go over to loop 4 with a long reverb. I'll notice on the looper I'm on number 2 here. So I'm red, mode 2. That's now loop number 4. I stay here for most of the song. Turn this one off. Drinking in the morning sun. Okay. And I'm playing as well, of course, as you saw. When we get to It's Looking Like a Beautiful Day, we do start stops. Looking like a beautiful stop. Stop. Now the closed curtain bit wouldn't be there at that point, okay? And then we carry on with it. Right, okay? And then when we get to the other bit, looking like a beautiful day. We'll do that 4 times, not going to do it because you'll hear the other bit. And then I very quickly just go back to loop 1, just the beat to begin with. Because we're going to change the chords. We're now going to go over to so throw those curtains wide, one day like this a year, will see me right. So. Those curtains wide, one day like this a year. See me right. Bring the bass back. Oh, those curtains wide. While this is going on, go over to mode 2. And we're going to use pedal 5, loop 5, to record me singing that with the harmonies. One day like this a year will see me right. We do a low harmony, a high harmony. You get this. Those curtains wide. Loops 3 and 4. Loops 3 and 4 are off at this point. So it's 1, 2, and 5. So. Those curtains wide. One day like this year will see me right. Those curtains wide. One day like this year will see me right. Sometimes I do this just to get the crowd. Come on, sing it. That's one of the effects. I'm still playing. See you, will see me right. I've just got to let go and it'll come back. Those curtains wide. One day like this year will see me right. Curtains wide. One stop the loops like this, and you'll be right. That's how I play One Day Like This by Elbow. Right, so I'm taking the guitar off. So Ruth, I hope you like the APXs. Fantastic workhorses, they really are. They're really good guitars. I think, personally. I think they're good guitars. And thank you very much for everyone sticking around as well for, obviously, the first part where we had some technical difficulties, but we got through it and it's all okay. And I'll be gigging tomorrow in Hoylake on the Wirral at a place called the 21st Amendment for supporting a men's group, which is a fantastic charity. And then I'm doing a private gig on Sunday. So I'll come down on Saturday. If not, obviously, if you're somewhere else in the world and you're watching on the replay, first of all, if you're watching now, give it a thumbs up. That really helps me. If you're watching on a replay, give it a thumbs up. If you've liked some of the advice you've got, there is also the heart with the $sign. That's like tipping me for a little bit of knowledge. And we're going to end the live stream here because we're going to be going for 2.5 hours. And yeah, we're going to bring back some more songs next week just to show you how we loop them. And also have a look, of course, at the course. See what I did there? So just go to johnpaulmusic.co.uk. I know the link in the chat isn't working, but go to johnpaulmusic.co.uk and you can find my stuff there, he says, as he's frantically trying to get it on screen. There we go. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed what we've done, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.